Well, it's time to look at the Horde box, which comes with a whole host of extras inside. Can you even see all of it? No, you can't. So, 64 miniatures, a Horde tile, a rules book, 31 survivor ID cards, 66 zombie cards, 12 equipment cards and 15 others. So yeah, loads and loads of stuff, all the Kickstarter extras, you can see some of the pictures, and a feral dragon, which is a pretty epic figure. So on opening the box here we have the rules, what I assume is the Horde tile, just one-sided, and then inside here, Kickstarter 11, and then a whole load of other bits, including this wonderful tray. In this tray we've got a whole host of extras. So we've got some orcish zombies in a couple of different poses. We've got an orcish shaman necromancer, and what's this guy here? Is that another orc? Yeah, just another orc. Some goblins as well, looking pretty good, so you should be used to those from the green Horde box. We've then got a funky little load of fatty bursters, Count Tremere, yes, obviously a bit of Bram Stoker there. I've forgotten who this lady is here. Is she on the back box somewhere? Queen Severa, I believe she is. Yes, that's her. And then the fatty bursters, and can I get this little fellow out without breaking it? Oh, he's a bit of a pain to get out. Well, after doing bunny and wetting my armour, I finally got the Abono bunny out. A nice little killer rabbit reference from Monty Python, so excellent. Then, a load of heroes, so let's work through them. We have this dual spear wielding chap here, who I think is the imaginatively named Spearhead character. Yeah, like that mini. Then we have this pugilist here, and I'm not sure who that is. Yeah, I'm going to have to spend a while looking through all the characters, I think. Possibly Cassius, not sure. Then I think this is Jean. And this lovely little kind of lantern wielding guy, a bit sort of Last Airbender-ish. Actually, this guy could be Granitius. So yes, so many characters here. Trying to keep track of them all is going to be pretty tricky. Lovely wizardy character here. That's probably Kelsey. What's this? Alright, this I'm pretty sure is War Chief Lividia. Really nice sculpt, powerful pose. Then this rather epic chap. Now, who would he be? Tricky. Hig, maybe? Then another little dwarf fellow. That's probably Brannog Stilgreaves. Now I like this young man here. I think it's a man. Yeah. I'm not sure. Is that Billy, maybe? Another dual mace wielding fellow with a little bit of a top knot. I think that's actually Cassius. Then Asmodeus, I think. I like him. Really cool dual dagger character. Then this is almost certainly Ygraine. So I am no man. Not so sure about this character, don't really like him, this little dwarf fellow here. He's okay, I guess, but yeah, I don't know, he's maybe a little bit too GW for my taste, I don't know, not so keen on that one. Then this crossbow lady, Countess Ordalia, I believe. May the force be with you. Who's this? Oh no, now this must be Hig, because that's very Blood Rage Viking. Crossbow wielding beardy chap. Now who's that going to be? Oh, as I say, they've not made it easy to work out who everyone is. Then this big afro dude here, that's the Marquis of Roget. So obviously a very purple fellow. Now this is great. This is Sir Schwartz. So very none shall pass look to him. Who's this now? This is quite an interesting pose. Is that? I was thinking it might be old Jamie, but no, looking a bit closer, I don't think it is. Oh, I like this axe fellow. Yeah, nice, nice. Then this rather spiffing lady here, dressed appropriately for a warrior. I do like this dual wielding, I'm pretty sure it's a fella. He's quite nice, but this, I really like this Conan inspired Sigurd the Slayer sort of character. Really cool, really like that. That's fantastic mini. Then a great wizard or sorceress character. I believe this is Fliguria. Unfortunately the pole arm might be a bit bendy. Now who's this? Oh, he's an interesting chap. Not sure which one this is, but yeah, dynamic-ish pose, doing the old pointy routine. Another great dynamic pose on this. I think it's a lady. So nice mini there. I'm not sure, is that healed? Might be. Then we've got the great Zanzibar, sort of wizardy sort of character. Then who's this? Bow person with a furry cloak on. Yeah, not sure on that one. As I say, a bit too many minis to work out based on the pictures on the back. This monkey character I think is Thomas. And then who's this last one? Can I guess this one? Ooh, that's probably Grayson Gruber. I think he knows someone called Potter. So yeah, a really nice selection of minis. You are going to need to use both the back of the box and obviously the character cards to work out who they all are. Here you go, Anton Gruffen. So that's this person here, Anton Gruffen. Yeah, there you go. So might go through all these in a bit. The second tray here has another orcish abomination. So if you haven't got quite enough, you've got more. Then you've got a whole load of weird and wonderful stuff. So, where should we start? Let's start with, I think it's Chromatis, the undead unicorn. That's really cool. Little addition there. So, yeah, that's pretty excellent. Then we've got the Gorgonation, I believe. So, it's a Gorgon abomination. Really like that. That's great, sort of Cthulhu-esque. A little bit worried about the ankle being a bit of a weak point on that. And what's this? This is a... oh, that's a big siege breaker, I think, abomination. Then, ooh, actually, is that the siege breaker? Trixie. Then we've got a undead minotaur, so that's pretty cool. Like the look of that. An undead giant, so that's really cool. You don't see many undead giants. Then again, a little bit of a nod to Monty Python, the magenta coffee of R. So hopefully you know your holy grail. Then this is your were zombie, I believe. We have a trebuchet or catapult. Catapult, I guess, would be more accurate description. And then this great hero character who's a giant. That's pretty epic, isn't it? Playing as a giant player character. And then what you've almost certainly all been waiting for, the dragon. Well, here we go. We have a little standard reference hero next to our rather lovely dragon, whose wings come unattached. You just pop them in. You could glue them in place and green stuff and paint it up, and you'd have a pretty epic dragon. Or you can leave them loose and yeah, go nuts. Now, I'm don't think he's meant to have a horn in here. Maybe he is. I actually quite like it without the horn in, so I need to double check my box, see if a horn has come free. If not, I might have to double check if he's meant to have another horn there, but looks pretty cool as is. And yeah, that is a pretty nice mini, and of course must be pretty scary to face something like that down. Really happy with this dragon. Looking at the box art, the horn is pre-broken. The wings you could glue in place, but you know, they come out pretty easily if you don't, and easy to store the figure then. But yeah, lots of nice detail. Really pleased with this dragon. Very impressive. Now there are way too many cards for me to go through all of these, so I'll maybe just have a quick skim through them. We've also got to have a quick look at the character cards. But there's also this extended targeting priority order. So targeting priority number 1 is Survivor, then it's the Dragon, Zombie Giant, Murderer Crows, Swarm of Rats, Walker, Fatty Abomination, Runner, Zombie Wolf, and then finally at targeting priority 8 the Necromancer. So that's a nice little extended chart there, really useful. It does give you the minimum damage, so you're looking at 1 to 3 damage, and then experience points 1, or if you're dealing with an Abomination, 5 XP. With there being so many guys, I'm afraid I'm not going to go through all of them. So Anton Guffen, he has Repulse, and he starts with Ironhide. Asmodeus, Curved Dagger, and starts with it. Badger, Healing, and a free melee action. Billy, he has a Norse Shield, and starts with Lifesaver. Brannog, Dwarven Hammer, and starts with it. Cassius, a Falchion, and starts with Battle Rage. Countess Cordelia, Hand Crossbow, and is a Born Leader. Earl Jamie, Death Gale, and starts with Zombie Link. Fenarion, Great Axe or a Shield, and he is a giant who can throw. Figuria, Lightning Ball and Jump. Ganissus, Tremor and Taunt. Grayson Gruber, Death Gale and a free magic action. Hig, Great Axe and has Brothers in Arms +1 die combat. Healed, Norse Shield, starts with the Norse Shield. Genie or Jean, Dragon Bile and is a Born Leader. Kelsey, Healing and free enchantment action. Levidia, a Norse Sword and a free combat action. Brix, a Curved Dagger with Brothers in Arms, Search +1 card and Taunt. Lorentz, Longbow with +1 max range. Princess Alia, Tremor with super strength. Rocco, Ghost Sight, starts with the crossbow. Rian John, Norse Sword, Lucky and on a roll of 6 +1 melee dice. Sigurn, Scimitar and has hit and run. Sir Schwartz, a Norse Sword, and is that all you got? Is their ability. Spearhead, this slot may hold a torch and jump. Deathmaster, Great Axe with Reaper melee and taunt. The Marquis, Falchion with jump and Swordmaster. Thomas, Healing with a free enchantment action. Ygraine, a Norse Sword, +1 dice in melee. Zanzibar, Ghost Sight with Spellbook and Spellcaster. And finally, Z, Telekinetic Blast with a free enchantment action. So there you go, that's a very quick look at all of those characters. You can always try pausing and zooming in if you want to look in more detail. Let me just give you one character. Let's do Countess Cordelia to honour Princess Leia. So, Hand Crossbow, Born Leader. Now they have as an upgrade +1 action, and then you've got a choice of Brother in Arms +1 free move action or Reaper ranged. And then at the red level, +1 dice to roll ranged, Brother in Arms +1 free combat action and taunt. So there you go, that is Countess Cordelia, and there are many other great characters in here who you might notice are from popular culture and often are honouring people who've died this year, for example, or last year, I guess, more accurately. So there you go, that's all the characters. I guess we can have a very quick look at this bundle of cards here. Well, we've got some nice little items in here. Mace gun looks pretty interesting. Animal armour, so that's pretty good. Magic ball of destiny, a ballista, then a sort of random scattering chart, which I can't remember if that's for the ballista or the dragon. Then a load of cards for the dragon, then spawning cards for the dragon, and then fatty bursters and all the other goodies that come in the box here. So, let's stop at this chap here. So Count Tremere, he's a necromancer, and he will discard an equipment card from each survivor during an end phase, deal damage to Count Tremere. If he escapes, each survivor must discard an equipment card. So he's an annoying little what's it. Queen Severa, normal necromancer rules, may perform a ranged zombie attack, range 0 to 3 with a damage of 1, targeting the zone with the most survivors within line of sight. And then we've got Crematis, the undead dragon, and yeah, a couple of cards for him by the looks of it. Oh, 3 in fact. There you go, so that's all that stuff. So let me pick all this up and try not to scatter it everywhere, which I'm, oh dear, there it goes. Okay, so the final thing we need to do is look at the rules. So we're going to quickly skim through. So you've got the rules for the Feral Dragon with the little card bit here for how it does things, the Siege Engine, the Fatty Bursters, the Giants, either Fenarian or the Zombie Giant, then a load of Abominations, so the Ebona Bunny, Chromatis, Gorgomation, Vault Warden, Horde Brother, Swamp Lurker, Siege Breaker, Were Zombie, the Magenta Coffee of Ar, and then of course the bits you've already seen about the new priority order. So there you go, that's it for this video, and the next video we'll be looking at one of the expansions.